Well, now we're going to look at another one that does not involve infinity.
I am so glad.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't like infinity, but I guess that's just the way we're going to have to do it. Here's the example. The function f of xy equals negative x y squared over x squared plus y to the fourth. Simple rational function of two variables. But what we're going to examine is along the path x equals y squared, and we're also going to check along the path x equals negative y squared and see what differs. So here's the story. Along the path where x equals y squared, by the way, that's a parabola that goes through the origin and has two branches that surround the x-axis, if you will. But if we look on this path, then we're going to replace all our x's with y squared. So this x gets replaced with a y squared, and this x squared gets replaced with a y squared squared. So we'd get negative of y to the fourth over this y to the fourth plus this y to the fourth. So that's 2y to the fourth. So we got negative y to the fourth over 2y to the fourth, and of course the y to the fourth cancel, you just get negative a half. That's the limit on this path. Well, let's look at the limit on the path x equals negative y squared, which is almost the same as x equals y squared, except the two branches of that parabola surround the negative x-axis. Okay, so here we go. We're going to look at this limit. We're going to replace all our x's with negative y squared. So here's this x being replaced with negative y squared. That negative and this negative cancel each other out, so we have y to the fourth. Here we have x squared, which is negative y squared squared. You know, I really should have a negative on that. But you can see that this is 2y to the fourth. This is y to the fourth, so the y to the fourth cancel. We get 1/2. This is negative a half. This is positive a half. Does that limit exist? The answer is no. And can I give you a handle of what that looks like so you could understand it better? I think I can.
I am so glad.
Well, I'm happy to do this for you. So I hope you can see what's going on here. Along the along the path where x equals y squared, we have this red part, and the limit is 1/2. You can see it from the side here, 1/2. And that's when we're going on the parabola x equals y squared. That's along this parabola. Okay. Well, of course, if we went in along this parabola, where x equals negative y squared, that's this parabola down here on the bottom. And what happens is this parabola comes out at, I don't know if you can see this, z equal to negative 0.5, negative a half from that direction. So positive a half on the path x equals y squared, negative a half on the path x equals negative y squared. So does that limit exist? I think you can see clearly, no, it does not.